Hey Viking fans, even when the Vikings don't play, we're still winning. With the Lions losing and the Packers losing, and we're just waiting on the Bears to lose on Monday night. Let's see what KOC self-scouted and found out about the Minnesota Vikings next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Now make sure you go down, hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I always reply, so leave a comment. I want to hear from you what you think about what I'm going to talk about with KOC self-scouting his Minnesota Vikings offense. Now, first, again, I want to acknowledge that if this is a dream, I do not want to wake up. Vikings 5-1. The Packers suck. Let's go. Skull Vikings. This division is ours for the taking. Let's hope the Bears lose tonight and they don't have anything to play for at the end of the season and they tank. So we play the Packers and the Bears, and I'll be going for a higher seed at the end of the season. Packers away, Bears away. Before we do, Kevin O'Connell spent last week self-scouting his offense, and I already know what he found out, and I'm gonna give it to you right now. Let's talk about it. He already told me what he had to. He already told me what he had to say, or what he found out, and now I'm relaying it to you. Anyways, this is my opinion. I don't take myself too seriously, but this is the stuff I've been complaining about on our offense. And I think if KOC sees this and bucks his trends, this offense will improve. I guess we're like 19th going into this weekend in offense. I think this could be an explosive offense, and this is what he needs to worry about. Now, number 5, design plays for the tight ends. They can happen. You can do them. Don't do them behind the line of scrimmage. Design plays for tight ends behind the line of scrimmage. If for any reason you decide to do that, make sure it's Irv Smith Jr. doing it and not Munt. Okay? Design plays for Munt is not a good idea, especially behind the line of scrimmage. Let's stop giving up one down just to give it to Munt behind the line of scrimmage. Now, if he's open as a secondary receiver, great, but do not design plays for Munt unless it's like a play action, rollout, he fake blocked, and we need a first down, or it's like 2nd and 3. And we take advantage of the fact that they think we're going to run the ball. That's when you use Munt, not first down, screenplay behind the line of scrimmage. That is not where we use him. But if you're going to do it, if you're going to design a play on a screenplay, do it to a guy that can run the ball. If it's your tight end, do it with Irv Smith Jr. Come on, stop doing that with Munt. Stop trying to make Munt happen. Okay? Stop trying to make Munt happen. And if we bring in a player in a trade, I think it's going to be a tight end and it's a big target. That's who I think. Irv Smith Jr. is only 6 foot tall. I think we need a big target. Not that he's not going to get better. He's not going to improve. Not that he's going to have some days where we're going to like, whoa, where's this guy been? But I think he'll just add to the offense, so we add a big target to this team. Next, this may be bigger than I have it listed right here. Interior line confusion. There's been several plays this year where it looks like, Cleveland, I don't see any flaws in him. It's always on the center to right side, right guard. And it's Bradbury, totally whiffing on a guy right in front of him. There's a play like that occasionally. I think there's been a couple like that. And Ed Ingram sometimes looks lost. Coach that guy up. Hopefully you do it in this off week. I just don't. Sometimes I see him. He's off a block. Nobody to block. He turns his back. Doesn't look for someone else to block. That's why I worry about him. And sometimes he gets blown off the ball. He's still young. I get it. If any place that needs to improve on our offensive line, it's at right guard. Maybe he's not quite ready yet, but he shows at times dominance at the position, mostly in the run game, not necessarily in the pass game. So on the pass blocking, there is confusion at the line. And where the confusion happens is center and right guard. I think we can tie that down, and it would improve this offensive line's pass protection. Not that it has been bad, but that has been our weak spot if there was one. Get interior line, center and right guard. That's where I see it. Here's something that just never thought it was going to happen. The offense under Mike Zimmer has been more explosive than the offense under KOC. And it may be because his rookie head coach, and he doesn't want to make mistakes. He's really big about not turning the ball over. And we're not throwing the ball downfield. Conservative equals 3 and outs. We showed that at Miami. There was times where Kirk Cousins coming off the field frustrated, and I think it's because of the plays we called. There was a time where we get the big punt return, and then we go 3 and out. Why? Why put plays that start behind the line of scrimmage when you should be going after their throats after that? It's a big play. Go take advantage of it. Don't try to nickel and dime them down the field every single drive. And that's what happened with 10 3 and outs at Miami. Way too conservative. I'm not the only one who thinks it. I believe he is a very creative coach. There is times where like, wow, what a great play design. That needs to happen more often. The plays behind the line of scrimmage, man, limited. He did 2 in a row. Gave us a 3rd and 12 or a 3rd and 10. No way we're getting that. We punt. Got to stop that. Conservative. No. Exit out. Go after them. Attack, attack, attack. And I think Kirk Cousins wants to. That's why we're getting the line with 20 seconds left in the play clock. Kirk Cousins showed that he could change a play. Big play to Justin Jefferson. Need to do that more often. Kirk Cousins has showed to take advantage. In Miami game, he threw it 3 times to Thielen down the field. He got a PI. That's the kind of plays that we can happen if we do them more often. I'm going to talk about the biggest thing coming up. It has a lot to do with what we currently have going on with conservative play calling. Well, the next 2, in fact. Throw the ball downfield. We are not throwing the ball down the field nearly as much as we did under Mike Zimmer. How is that freaking possible? Let's throw the ball down the field. Thielen always... Thielen always gets open. Thielen always gets open. Take advantage of that. They're going to triple team or double team Justin Jefferson. Somebody is open. There was a situation, there was one play in Miami that he threw it to KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne dropped it. He was the first down. He was the first read, it looked like. He was the first one open. But Irv Smith Jr. was breaking open. He was going to be wide open. Half of it's on Kirk. Half of it's on the fact that we're not calling plays that go downfield. And I'm going to throw this in there. I don't think the play actions are as effective as they have been in the past. I'm like, that was a play action? I could tell. I mean, it was nowhere near each other. The running back and the Kirk Cousins, all he did was stick the ball out. The play was designed as a play action, but there was really no threat of running. And I see that quite a bit in this offense. It frustrates me a little bit. It's just the details to make that play action more effective. Sometimes it's awesome. Honestly, more than half of the time, those play actions don't look that great. And I don't know, man. Let's work on that. In fact, bring in the fullback. That makes play action even more effective. I'm not, I know I love the 11 personnel. Mix in that I formation or the fullback in there. Play fakes off of that are awesome. Everybody on your team can catch. Let's go. Throw it down the field. Big time here. I don't know what happens. We saw it against the Packers, and we saw it in maybe one other game where the lack of crossing routes. That's what's making these guys get open. That's what's making Justin Jefferson get open. If it's a zone, he's weaving his way out there. Or KJ Osborne can sit down. Thielen can sit down. That is what makes it effective. If there's a crossing route, he eventually gets open. You just gotta, and the line's been good of holding down the fort, not getting pressure on Kirk Cousins. He's got plenty of time to throw it. Crossing routes. There is a lack of crossing routes. Hopefully KOC notices it and he makes improvements, calls them more often. Anytime you put Justin Jefferson on one side of the field, have him go across the field, he is going to get open more often. Same with other players. Then the picks happen, the natural picks. Someone falls down. That happened with the Saints. Somebody falls down, Justin Jefferson gets open, boom, big play. Let's do it. Keep it up. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Let's Skull. Go Vikings. Bring on the Cardinals. Cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Skull Vikes.